We are back with a true delight and a rising pop sensation. Conan Gray has been rocking our plaza this morning.
He's racked up more than 3 billion streams on Spotify with hits like Maniac and Heather.
Today, the 23-year-old superstar is releasing his second studio album. It's called Superache, and he stuck around to tell us more about it. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Thank you. We feel like we're at the beginning of something that's going to be huge.
Thank you.
I asked you on sound about the title, Superache, and you're a little coy. So I want to give you another chance. Superache, what's the backstory on the album title?
The backstory is I wanted to, come up with some word that kind of had that feeling of, you know, when you're, getting over something, getting over, a breakup, and you're being really annoying about it. You're, calling all your friends and, this is the end of the world. And they're like, it's not. It's just not that serious. I wanted, a super ache. You know, I wanted that, kind of lingering feeling.
Yeah.
Very
a
dramatic.
word that captures it all.
Yeah.
Are you getting over a big breakup?
I've never dated anyone.
Oh.
So,
okay.
So really, I'm just a liar,
So well.
Thank you.
I mean, just seeing all your fans out there, girls, guys, everybody just screaming over you and your performance this morning. So how does this new album differ from what people have heard already?
Well, I wrote my first album, Kid Crow, when I was a teenager, and there was a lot of teen angst. I was really angry and frustrated, and I think since then my anger has sort of softened to just so much sadness.
Oh.
So that's what you can get on Superache. It's super exciting.
You go from anger to sadness.
Yeah, tell us about that. What do you mean?
I mean, I think that's the progression. When you're young, you're fighting against the world. You're and now I'm maybe some things are my fault. Maybe sometimes, you break your own heart, you know, things aren't personal, you know, sometimes people just don't have the same feelings for you. So I think that's, the biggest thing I've learned.
Have you always kind of put your emotions into, lyrics?
Yeah, I've always written. I mean, when I was a kid, I would, write little, diddles for, signs that I'd see on the street, or like goldfish and stuff like that. You know, I would just sing little songs, and then eventually I started writing longer songs when I was 12-ish.
I love it because you're really targeting those things that you have to sit in and just process through. I also wanted to ask about Julia Michaels, the Grammy-nominated artist, because you were able to collaborate with her on a few tracks. What was that like? I
mean, she's incredible. She's just like me, and I feel like there are very few people in life who will really tell you how they feel about something super honestly, and she's just dead honest all the time. I think that's so important.
Like when you say just like me, is that what you mean?
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like it's important to be brutally honest with songwriting for people to actually be able to relate.
One of the things I noticed when we were outside is your fans, they really seem to deeply feel your music. They really seem to emote when you're up there. To what do you attribute that? Why do you think that your fans really are able to connect with your music in such a visceral way?
I mean, I think that I just write music like it's my diary, essentially, and I feel like, you know, any human emotion, any real human emotion is really nice and comforting to be able to lie in.
I hear that you're a big fan of plants. We don't think that's odd at all. In fact,
well,
I am a huge fan. We wanted to help you embrace this love
Thank
of
you
plants.
so much.
We wanted to present you with something. This is a special plant from the third hour of today. Thank you, Brian.
Wow.
Her name is Fern.
Yes.
This is so special.
Yes.
Fern.
Fern
when I was a
Gray.
kid, I wanted to be a biology teacher, so.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So when you're about to start your whole big tour, you're going on the road for 3 months. Are you bringing plants with you?
Maybe I'll bring Fern.
Take Fern.
Yeah.
Fern Gray.
If Fern's okay
Send
with
us pictures. Conan,